It is prime spring. Everybody's out right now. I'm in downtown Little Rock, Arkansas. Beautiful day today. Just wanted to make a quick video of the things that when you're about to buy a house, things that you should not be doing that's going to affect your home buying process, right? So come take a walk with me. Let's talk about the mistakes, the common mistakes on this beautiful Saturday. Everybody's out. It's gorgeous. If you guys don't know who I am, my name's Cody, one of the top producing agents here in Arkansas with eXp Realty. I help buyers find the best deal and help sellers get the most amount of money, demand the most amount of money, right? So let's talk about what kills deals, what kills the motivation to buy, and how you can avoid it, right? Number one, it's the pre-approval process. It's super important. You don't want to go look at homes. You don't even know what you can get approved for, right? Like, put it like this, because I'm always going to preach this, right? It's like, why go look at homes and then you find out later that you can't even afford it, right? You're wasting your time. You're wasting the agent's time. And that's the last thing that you want to ever do to yourself and to an agent. So do yourself a favor, get pre-approved before an agent even recommends you, tell you to get pre-approved, right? I'm going to show you guys real quick what the city looks like. Beautiful. We're crossing the bridge, by the way. Again, if you're looking to relocate to Little Rock, Arkansas, I know I normally say this in the middle of the video, click that Zoom link down in the description below, book a free call with me. If you're a buyer looking for the next best deal, I'm your guy. But anyways, number two, don't, and I know this is going to be cliche, don't make any big moves. And what I mean by any big moves, I've worked with buyers who have been thinking about, Cody, can I open a small credit card? Can I do this? Right? I always tell them no, right? Because number one, that's going to affect your credit, right? And there's something called debt to income ratio, right? If your debt to income ratio and you found out that your debt is higher, or at least not as high, or what I'm saying is, if you're continuing to raise your debt, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. And what do I mean by you're going to shoot yourself in the foot? You're going to hurt your credit because obviously whenever you open a credit card, you're going to pull credit. And if you're pre-approved and you do this, you may get away with it, right? But let's just say, for instance, you're not pre-approved and you're going through that process, right? That is the last thing you want to do. Is open a credit card. It doesn't even matter if it's like $500, right? You don't want to do it because you're going to hurt your credit, no matter how much it's going to take for it. It's just pretty straightforward, right? Don't make any other big purchases, right? I'm talking about buying a car. You're buying a house. You're buying an asset. You want to treat it like that. So let's just say it's prime spring. Everybody's buying new cars. Everybody's buying new houses. And this is pretty cliche. We don't want to make any other big purchases. And I just want to keep this one point short because it's pretty straightforward. Like, so don't buy any new cars. You can't do it. You don't want to ruin your credit. You don't want to do any big purchases like that, right? So, and that brings me to our next point. Don't do anything with your job whatsoever. There's been buyers that I worked with, right? They have switched jobs, getting new job opportunities. That's when just shit hits the fan, right? Because you think when you get approved, you're safe. And of course you are safe. You're showing proof of funds, but God forbid you lose your job tomorrow, you get fired, you all of a sudden want to quit. That's the last thing that you want to do. If you feel like you're going to lose your job, you don't feel a strong presence with your job, you don't feel like you're going to keep it, it may not be the best time to buy. Because if you're in that situation, just don't make any big confident moves. Because I worked with buyers like that. I've been in those scenarios where people have lost their job. They were in the process of buying a home, and it just went completely south for them. And the last thing you want to do is just tell a seller, my client just lost their job, and all of a sudden the deal falls through, right? So I'm going to end it off with this. Don't make any sudden changes at the last minute. Now let's talk about when you're in the process of going towards the closing table of getting a home, right? I'm gonna bring you guys over here. What you guys look at the city while you guys are looking right here, right? So it's going towards the closing table. Don't make any big sudden changes. Don't make any big sudden moves. One way to piss off your buyer's agent, one way to piss off the listing agent, one way to piss off the seller is you making sudden changes 2 weeks from the closing table, 1 week from the closing table, especially if it's a contingent offer. And contingent offers meaning that it's contingent on the sale of your home, it's contingent on the sale of something, or it could be contingent on anything whatsoever, right? So Cody, what do you mean by don't make any sudden changes, right? This goes back to all of the points that I just pointed out, like changing jobs, you're increasing your debt, you're all of a sudden kind of wishy-washy about the deal. You're not really communicating as much with your buyer agent about communicating what's going on with your specific life. When that buyer agent is communicating with you to keep the deal going, you need to let them know, he or she know, to make sure we're still good to go. We're still qualified to close this deal. The reason why I want to bring this up is because I've seen it numerous times that people, and I even prospect people, right, guys? So, it just hurts me to hear somebody say the buyer backed out or the buyer's funds fell through the day before closing, the day of closing, the week before closing, right? So I just wanted to throw this point in because I know how that feels. I know how it feels going all that way, and the last thing like that just the freaking happen, man. It just sucks. Like, and I don't want that to happen to you guys, right? Which is why get pre-approved. Don't do anything for those 30 days or however long until closing. So those are my points going towards the spring market. Everybody's gonna be making a move. Listen, if you're looking to relocate to Little Rock downtown, you want to make a move here soon, click that calendar link in my bio or a link in the description. Book a free call with me. Let's just strategize a plan for you to relocate to Little Rock. It's not all that bad, guys. I know I make videos saying that it's not a lot of opportunity, but it's a beautiful day. It's a natural state. Look all around me. Everybody's outside today. It's peaceful. People ride bikes. Everybody's in their fancy cars, C8s, Porsches. It's nice on a nice day. But listen, you need off like this. Again, guys, if you're looking to relocate to the Rock, you need aggressive buyers agents to go out there and find you a deal. Click that link in the description. Book a free call. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let's